Hello, and guys, stop having dance parties when I'm not around, alright? You could at least invite me. Get RC or someone out there, get some ladies. God. Wow, that sounded a lot worse than I intended to. Oh, wow. Let's get on with the review so you can all forget about that. Bring this down. Okay. This is what happens when you improv, kids. Right, okay, so the meat of this review. Are we ready? Masterpiece G2 Sideswipe. See, Streetwise, what am I doing? Sideswipe. Knockoff, obviously. But is this not one of the most glorious things you've ever seen in your life? Look at this. Just, I mean, even if you take the gun off, because you can. There you go. It's got Dark of the Moon style push-in tab. Big peg there. Take that off. It's a black Lamborghini Countach with red windscreens, and they do give you an option of the stickers, even in this knockoff, because it's definitely a knockoff, I'm sure. It gives you a selection of the stickers, but you got to go with the G2. It is G2 after all. Isn't this spectacular? Look, Lamborghini Countach. This is the only bit that doesn't really work. These bumper pieces don't really fit together properly. Other than that, it's spectacular. Just look at it. I'm not gonna lie, kids. This was the one masterpiece figure I really wanted, and I got it. And then it was that good. I saw. Did I get this one first, or did I get Hot Rod first? I think I got Hot Rod first, and then I found this going cheap because I was looking for this and I found Hot Rod, and I thought less than 20 quid. Yeah, go on then. Then I found this for about 20, 25, something like that. Basically, keep your eyes open, give it a few weeks, and you might find them quite cheap. I've got. How many have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one in the post, which technically should have arrived by now because they haven't updated the delivery thing after they said they had a delay. But yeah. Size comparison. There we go. Dark of the Moon, top spin. So he's about the size of a Fat Deluxe in this mode, believe it or not. So yeah, sure, I won't complain. Fine, works for me. And as previously seen, you can fit this on top, and this is literally all his accessories. The other masterpiece figures that I found out, you've got to put the accessories you aren't using, it's best to stick them back in the box so you don't lose them. This guy, none of it. Everything goes into one neat bundle. And I really like that. And that is to say, a sword stuck on the top because why not? I believe that's some sort of grenade launcher. And just a big sort of Uzi kind of thing. Because it's awesome. And these are just stored here, but they do store nicely. Should we do this? Yeah, go on. So if you grip the main grenade launcher piece, this comes out. It just fits into that slot there, that fits around the handle. Now, you'll notice a lot of white around the handles on these guys. And this handle flips down. Because this is a knockoff, I'm assuming because this is a knockoff, the slots in the hands are a little bit thin. A little bit too wide and they don't fit very well. So I have put some glue around the tabs that fit into the palm of the hands. But it's not the end of the world, so don't worry about it. The sword has just got a little tab on the hilt there. It just goes into a little tab at the top there. And I just want to look at this for a second. They've put grooves and stuff into the sword. Yeah, like it's not been like notches and stuff. Like he's not looked after it at all. It is just surely there to stab things through the face. And I like that a lot. Might as well quickly look at the Uzi. It's cool. It's got a clip, multi-barrel. I just like the checkered pattern on it. Very nice piece. And this is the trickiest part. You got to try and separate these. They've got a hole in there, and this piece. They peg into each other. Then there's also the slot at the top there, and it'll be just behind the peg on this one, there, and those close around this T shape. So it's a little bit finicky to line up, but you know, and these are spiked tyres. If you've never seen this figure, this will come into effect in a minute. And then you get the grenade launcher, which is just daft, and I love the way it's got a scope on it, and it looks like an old television camera, but I love it. It's very 1990s. Okay, accessories and stuff done. Fantastic. Let's go. Transformation isn't as difficult as you'd like to think. Honestly, I was surprised with them. It's a general theme I found with a lot of the masterpieces. Once you've done it a couple of times, you're like, oh, so that's how it works. Some of them are easier than the Revenge of the Fallen figures. Okay, so we're going to get the tyres and fold them underneath on that hinge there, yeah? So fold them underneath. Fold it underneath. Get the side piece, this whole side piece, and hinge it out to about there. I should probably bring the camera up a bit because it's getting a bit big. So again, we'll get this piece here and on a hinge that's in here somewhere, rotate it out to the side. Ta-da! Okay. Okay. Now, how do we do this again? I think you've got to sort of untab this piece, have you? No, yes, no, maybe. Alright, fine. You've got to split the back spoiler, not black spoiler. That's, oh, okay, that's miswording. I'm in a good mood this morning, can you tell? Right, so, this has got to come undone, but I can't remember how. Right, okay, so, just going to wriggle that loose. Okay. Just let this flop down for a minute and fold this out. Now, got to rotate the outer side wings with the tyres. Rotate that up and up, and rotate the bumper section with the lights. Rotate that forward, not all the way, just rotate it forward slightly. So, like that kind of thing, okay? And bring it back. It's about there somewhere, and bring this all the way down. Okie dokie. Get this piece. Fold these little panels out. Fold out you. There we go. Now, see those little red dots there? That's where these big tabs on the end of these go. And they don't like it. They really don't like it. But we'll fold it over. And then you gotta try and line it up. Again, knockoff. I assume that's why this doesn't like doing it. I imagine the official would work fine. Okay, that's fine. And this is probably the worst one of these. I have tried to fix it all. It doesn't want to work. So you need to make sure that is in. There's a little groove for it. Then rotate up this bumper piece, and it should all hold in place. Okay then. Bring up the toe. Fold out the heel, and just fold the spoiler bit back. Now this one isn't as bad as that one, I don't think. Don't remember being. So you fold that down, you line it up, get into the space, make sure that goes into the groove it's supposed to be, and bring up the spoiler till it stops. Then again, foot, heel, fold the spoiler back. Okay, we have some legs. Rock and roll. There we go. Might as well fold down the crotch plate. Huzzah! Right. Now we get the roof piece, which you need to separate. These tabs just go under the front of the car. In fact, you should be able to fold the front of the car down now, can you? Are the wheels in the way? There you go. Right, okay. Right, so the wheels are supposed to be down, alright, and they go in this sort of curve shape there. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. You need to get this waist piece. There's a double hinge here. You need to untab that white tab in there. That one goes into a little slot in the back there. You need to undo that. Fold that up as far as it'll go. And does it tab into place? I feel like it should. Yes, there you go. And bring this down. Now, where are we? That hole in there, that looks awful. A common thing with the knockoffs, because I did research it, that is too small for that big white tab in there. So what you got to do is open that up or shave this down. I opened that up. And you bring that down and you put that into the tab. There you go, goes in. Fantastic. Okay, let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah. Okie dokie. Why did I decide to review a really, really dark figure when I've got this glorious sunlight? Bring the top of the head forward. There you go. Bring the shoulders, well, bring the arm sections up and up. Dislodge that piece there and there. Take the shoulders down and down. Make sure there's a line down. Turn it around, straighten the arm out. Turn around, straighten the arm out. Open up this panel. Flip out the hand. Close up. Open up this panel. Flip out the hand. Close it up. And now you'd think you just push that to the back and that'd be it. But no, they actually went one step beyond. One step beyond. Anyway, no madness today. Now you got to sort of fiddle with this a bit because it's on double hinges. Get past the little tab that's here, which is the trickiest part, and then it sort of folds up. Folds up in there. Okay. I'm trying to see if you guys can see it because I'm at completely different angles of the camera. Right, okay. So fold it up and into there. So then when you close it all up, it just makes the backpack a lot neater and more tidy. And you haven't got the big sides of the car roof sticking outside there. And that is the robot, the bare robot of G2 Sideswipe. And that's awesome. Admit it, that's awesome. That's a really good figure. I've floor polished a couple of joints, but some are still a little bit more loose than I would like. But it's fine, they hold. And he's awesome. Then you bring in accessories. Now, the grenade launcher you can put in the hand, but you can also, because I believe it was done in at least one of the panels, you can mount it like his old missile launcher. You can stick it on the top. There are big square peg holes there. Then you can give him which way around? They've got holes on one side, but not on the other, so that's kind of a good indicator of which way around they should go. I believe he looks like that in one panel of the one or so comic he was actually in. But then you got an accessory lying around. So I prefer to just give him the dual spiky shoulder pads, because that's awesome. And it works because you can't see the other tyres in this mode. So you got one set of tyres on the leg, another set spiky on the shoulders. And yes, these are incredibly loose and they will fall out. So just be careful. They're not super duper loose, but they're not good. So you can then put these in the hands, and again, because the way I've tightened them all, they only really want to go in one hand. And you gotta fight with it a little bit to get them into the hand. Let me see if I can actually see what I'm doing. No. Again there, close the fingers. There we go, awesome. And before I put this gun in, you can give him the sword. So you can run around slashing at things with a big sword, because why not? But then you can also take it and it doesn't go anywhere properly, but you can just sort of slide it down the back there and have it behind the head, which kind of works. But we'll put this in the hand. So have it in, close up the fingers. There we go. Now, isn't this awesome? Be honest, it's awesome. You know it is, I know it is. I just love the fact that he's grimacing in that kind of, I'm in the middle of a battle and I'm going to murder something kind of way. Love this figure. Size comparison, although he's currently getting down. Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise. Hotspot. So he's about Voyager size. He's not actually that bad. In fact, my knockoff Brainstorm, which is Voyager class. So if I stood him up properly, they're probably roughly the same height. He might be a bit of a shortish Voyager. Stand him up straight here. There's not much in it. Sword doesn't really stay there. It hasn't got an official place, so it's sort of just stick it down the back. In the instructions, just say just shove it down the back somewhere. So, fair enough instructions, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I'm sorry, this is just a great figure. I love him, I love the 1990s brutality of the weapons. Fantastic figure, do love it. Even though it's a knockoff and it's got flaws, still fantastic. So, this is nearly, well, it's getting on towards 20 minutes, so I'm going to shut up. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and where's my Jisoo version of myself?